This is going to be a hot take, but I want to analyze this because obviously gentle, kind, nice, shy, these are characteristics that men want in women, and arrogance is something that nobody wants. But when it comes to whether you want a career woman or not, I think the majority of men would actually prefer and do better with a career woman, because in today's economy, it is very expensive. It is not easy to raise a family by yourself. The mailman back in the day could take care of a family of 6. Nowadays, they can live a very average life if he's a sole provider. Unless you're extremely wealthy or you make a lot of money, it is not advisable to date a woman that has absolutely no career whatsoever, because then you have to take care of literally everything. And she has to be dependent on you. And that dependence comes with a large requirement for you to provide and take care of things to an exorbitant level in today's society. Most households actually benefit from both partners coming together because the economy is at a state today where you need 2 incomes to stabilize a household. And when both people are working together and they're building towards a common goal, you can still have a very fruitful, happy, healthy relationship.
Why does everyone make it seem like it's so bad if there are girls that are like, yeah, I want a rich man, like I want my husband to be rich? A lot of people are like, okay, well, you only want to get nice bags and nice shoes, and like, yeah, I do, but what about when I'm married to this guy? Is my husband gonna make sure that my kids go to a good school? Is my husband gonna make sure that when I'm pregnant that I'm not gonna be working and all I'm gonna be doing is worrying about the health and the safety of my baby? And when my baby is born, I can just focus on being a mother. God forbid if anyone gets sick, can my husband make sure that I don't get stressed, that we have the money to make sure everything is taken care of? Anyone in my family can get the best medical treatment possible, because medical bills are expensive. I am a nurse, I know. Money is not everything, but it's a lot, and it can definitely change your life. So if I and any other girl wants to say, I only want a guy that will do X, Y, and Z for me, stop judging her. If you want to work hard like a man, you don't mind being pregnant and working, which is so crazy to me, but if you don't mind these things, I don't care. That's none of my business, but get out of my business.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting a guy that's successful. But I think the problem happens when you make it all about money. Like that's the only thing that you care about in your selection process when picking a man. It's the equivalent of a guy picking a girl just for her looks. Like, she's hot, I don't care. I don't care how terrible she is as a person. I don't care about her morals. I don't care about her values. I just care about how she looks and how she is in bed. Because men and women, we want different things. Men want peace, men want attraction, men want to be seduced, women want comfort, women want care, women want generosity. But when you make it only about money and looks, when you make it just about the surface level things and you neglect everything else that makes a healthy relationship, that is where people have the problem. So if I had a daughter, I would want her to date a guy that's successful. I would want her to be with a guy that's doing well for himself. But I would 100% check through everything else to make sure that she's making the right decision. And if those things don't check out, the money means absolutely nothing. In fact, it just makes you a prisoner to a financial paycheck and a guy supporting you where he can leverage it and take advantage of you.
Show me how you thankful now, cause I showed you the light that your girl won't hold you. I told you I need you like now.
This is not a flex whatsoever. This is just a massive waste of money. You're a grown adult. I used to fly to India by myself when I was 15, 16 years old. If you don't know how to navigate an airport and get on a plane, just show up a little bit early, watch a YouTube video, and I promise you it'll be fine. There's a lot of people that work at the airport that are very helpful that can get you to the gate that you need to be at. Your partner should care for you. Your partner should want your safety and security. But at a certain point, it just becomes babysitting a grown adult, which is not a flex.
I have a question for the men. Do you think that it's a good idea to DM us saying, I have a question for you? Do you think that that is the best way to get a response from us?
Oh, the irony of starting your own video with the thing that you hate the most. On a serious note, there is no perfect DM that you can ever send a girl. No matter what you do, there's always something that you could say is better. And the biggest thing I'll tell you about DMing or sliding in DMs is this. It does not matter what you say. It really, you could send emojis. I have a buddy of mine that just sends emojis and he gets responses all the time. It comes down to your profile, because what people are going to do is they're going to look at your profile, and based off of what they see, if they like you, if they find you attractive, if they like the aesthetic, they're going to respond to you. That's the biggest thing I can tell you about DMs.
I cheated on my boyfriend with a man, and that man was a man who passed the herpes virus onto me. I started to feel unloved, unworthy, undesired, not chosen. I would lose my mind with anger because all I wanted was the attention that he was giving other females. I wanted it from him so badly. And so in that moment, we're given a choice point. Continue to perpetuate this cycle or say, I'm actually not available for this. And that's actually what I think the herpes virus was. I would have always gone back to that guy. I loved him. I was never ever gonna leave. For as long as that man was committing to change, even if he only changed for a week, I was gonna stay. So the herpes virus was so destructive and so painful. And I knew that there is no going back after that experience.
This video is everyone's worst nightmare. Not only is infidelity just downright wrong morally, it poses a massive health risk to you and your partner. This is a thing that nobody talks about. When you go and hook up with somebody random, you have no idea what you're getting into. And if they're willing to hook up with you while you're in a committed relationship, guess what? They're willing to hook up with other people and probably not care about their health. And the amount of danger that you not only bring yourself, but your own partner is absolutely insane. It should be punished by jail time, in my opinion.
Y'all want to know the real reason why no one likes to club anymore and why clubbing culture is dead? Well, surprise, surprise, the reason is men, but let me tell you why. As it's been established, men aren't real men nowadays. They don't like being gentlemen, they don't like being courteous, and they don't like women very much. The other day, me and my friends were at a beach club and we were at the bar waiting to buy our drinks because, you know, we're strong, independent women and we don't want men to buy our drinks, but if someone offers, why not? So these two men come up to one of my friends and they go, hey, like, do you mind if we cut in line? We're just getting 2 drinks. Whoa, wait. We've been waiting here. Sure, you guys can cut us in line, like, but are you guys gonna get us our drinks? He was just like, no. And then I was like, oh. So then why the fuck did you ask? Move then. What happened to ladies first? What happened to class? And then this man has the audacity to try hitting on my friend who didn't even buy her a drink. What makes you think you could talk to her? All of these men will get in and they'll just stand there. They won't even dance. They'll just stand there and just look at women. Just being full on monitoring spirits. Like, just stood there like, oh no, the girls should come up to us. No. Men will go out in big groups and they won't get tables. They won't buy bottles. A lot of these clubs aren't making money anymore. So now a lot of them are charging girls too. The reason why you're still open is because we are in your establishment. 9 times out of 10, when we come out, it's not fun anymore anyways. So why the fuck are we spending money to not even have fun? That's why I think clubbing culture is done. I'm more of like a lounge, you know, speak easy type girl now. We're not doing that shit in 2025 anymore.
So let me get this straight. This guy asked you to cut in line. You could have said no. You could have said fuck off, wait for us first, and then you go after. But he asked nicely and you said yes. And there wasn't even a conversation of like, hey, if I let you cut, you got me and my girlfriend over here. We just want 2 of these drinks. You could have said that as well. But then you get mad at him for not buying you drinks. And you get even more mad by the fact that he finds your friend attractive and he wants to hit on her. Like, the logic is not logicking. And then you went on this whole tantrum of how clubs are dying and how everything is bad. Let me get something straight. Let me tell you guys this, okay? Buying a girl a drink at the bar is probably the worst thing that you can do as a guy. Random girls, I mean. Not your girl. If it's your girl, do whatever you want to do. Because the ROI on it is very low. Women are typically very unappreciative of drinks. And a lot of women feel like it's an expectation. And they will use you. And I know a ton of girls, even my own female friends, that will let guys buy them drinks at the bar and then vanish away. Even when they got boyfriends, even when they're in relationships. Never buy a girl a drink unless you actually know her. Never buy a girl a drink unless she's actually with you at the bar, in your presence, on a date, whatever it may be. It's the dumbest thing that you can do. And all these girls shaming men for not letting them sit in sections, not letting them do that, it's their money. They can do whatever they want. I hate to say it. I understand that times have changed. Back in the day, men were a lot more chivalrous, but those days are gone. Women have kind of killed it. I don't need a man. I'm an independent woman. This narrative has pushed men away. If you're so independent, if you can do everything on your own, why the fuck do you need us to buy your drinks? Tell me that.
This man had the audacity to ask me what I brought to the table, which is crazy because in 2025, are we still asking this question? Okay. But nonetheless, he asked me the question. I said, well, nothing. I don't bring anything to the table. He said, I can never date a woman like you. Great. You're not in my caliber of man anyway. What?
I'm going to go out here on a limb and say that interaction never happened. I don't think that conversation was ever a real thing. And I think she brings a lot to the table. I get it. You can hate me. Oh my God. Bad joke. But at the same time, how do people post this stuff and not watch it back and be like, yeah, I shouldn't upload it? They just fire it off. Blows my mind.
Bitches be mad you're the baby mama. Bitch, I'm mad I'm the baby mama. Yet alone the second one. So fucking ghetto. Like, honestly, I should have listened to the first baby mama and I wouldn't dodge a bullet. And no, I don't regret my kids. I love my babies. But I really want to know what be possessing y'all to want to be the third baby mama, knowing that that man doesn't take care of his first, second, or third kid. What makes you think that that man is gonna change for his fourth kid? Make that make sense. But hey, to each their own.
What do you mean make it make sense? You literally did the same thing. The first baby mama was there with the first kid and you said, no, I'm not gonna listen. Women will always talk about how they're girls and how they love other women until it comes down to a man that they want. And now you're going to shame and be confused about the next woman that comes into his life, even though you know exactly why you did it yourself. And another thing is, you'll always talk about how grateful you are for your children. I love my babies. Be happy then. Be very grateful that that man gave you that child. That man must be wonderful. Listen, I'm not here to say that you don't love your kids, but I think a lot of women do this to rationalize the fact that they hate the decision that they made. You would have not decided to bring a kid into this world if you would have known that man would not have been there. Because the number one sign of a good mother, a caring mother, a loving mother is bringing stabilization in the household. You have a responsibility, just like a man, to bring a stable environment for your children. And by you picking a guy that is not going to be around, is not going to provide, is not going to take care of them, that makes you a terrible decision maker, not only for yourself, but for your children and for your family. I'm not trying to be too harsh here, but I really don't like it when a lot of people say, oh, I'm so grateful for this. Then be grateful. Don't talk shit about someone that gave you the biggest blessing in your life.